Hey friends, it's Audrey and welcome back to another video. So it is currently peach season in Central California, which means we have beautiful, delicious peaches for all kinds of different delicacies. These ones are actually provided by my grandma's brothers who have their own peach farm here in Central California. So every year my grandma and I get a big box of peaches and we go all out with the baking. And a few years ago I decided to try and make something kind of new, something unique, because that's how I do. And I decided to make some peach pie tacos. This recipe is the perfect amount of healthy but unhealthy, and it's not too heavy. It's pretty light. You don't have to use your oven so it doesn't make it hot in the house. You could just do this right on the stove top. Super easy, super fun, super delicious. I did purchase these little taco holders just for this recipe because I wanted to make it super duper cute. Presentation is everything to me. A presentation is anything, period. I got these cute little taco holders from Wally World, and yeah, let's get into it. First things first, you need to gather all of your ingredients. So we have our ripe peaches. You want to make sure they're pretty soft because they won't have to cook as long. They're going to be just a lot easier to work with, a little more juicy too. Okay, right here I used way too much cinnamon and sugar. So the correct amount is 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Over here in this bigger bowl, you could either get a bigger bowl or plate, but you want to mix together a 1/2 cup of sugar and then I think I put 2 teaspoons of cinnamon in this, and this is for you to dip your tortillas into. And then we're going to be using these little street taco tortillas, which are the flour ones. Do not buy the corn tortillas, okay? Because we're making a dessert. We're not making an actual street taco here. So anyways, these are the flour ones right here. Then you're also gonna need some vegetable oil or oil of your choice. I've only ever tried vegetable oil for this recipe, so I'm just going with what I know here. Oh, I like that. Lastly, you're just gonna need some vanilla ice cream. So when I first did this recipe, I completely winged it. I didn't have a recipe. I just was like, okay, well, I hope this tastes good. And the whole thing was like, I winged it, like the whole chopping process, everything. So now I'm like trying to be precise with it, and I think I would just rather wing it. So let's just wing it. Now we've got our bald heads. So of course, they have a pit in the middle of them. So you're gonna slice as close as you can to the pit. You want to dice these into itty bitty little pieces because nobody wants a sliced peach that's hella hot and then you bite into it and then it burns you and gives your lip 3rd-degree burns. So that's just not what we're doing today. So we're gonna dice these into little itty bitty pieces. So next you want to throw these in a pot along with the cinnamon and sugar, and you want to start this on like low to medium low while you fry your tortillas. But just make sure they're like warm enough, so that way when your tortillas are done, everything's nice and warm. And so for the tortillas, once the oil is hot enough, you want to go ahead and dip them in, fry them until they're kind of a little crispy on both sides, till they start getting some nice little bubbles and kind of like a nice super light brown. Then once they're done, you're gonna set them on a paper towel real quick just to kind of get the oil off. Then you're gonna immediately dip them into your cinnamon sugar. And then once they're done frying and once you've dipped them in your cinnamon sugar mixture, you're gonna immediately throw them onto your little taco holder, so that way it molds into the shape of a taco and they're just ready to load up. So we have our hot peaches and we have our shells. I like to get one of these old school grandma spoons with like the little slots in them, so that way too much juice doesn't come out. But we are just gonna fill them with a couple scoops. So disregard that side. I filled that one up too much. Oh my gosh, stop leaking. Now we just need to make it look a little photogenic up in here. So we're gonna just take some photos. It's time for the vanilla ice cream. For this part, you can use either ice cream, you can use whipped cream, or you could just use nothing at all. To taste test them, I'm gonna plate it differently. I'm gonna plate it like this. You gotta do the taco lean with it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you try the recipe, let me know. And I hope you guys have a great week. Bye!